In this video, we are going to see how we can create the ledger of the bank and put their opening balance. As we can see here, we have the opening balance of Standard Chartered Bank. So I'll just copy the name. And since it is a bank account that is specific by name and we don't have this bank account ledger already created. So click on new from the top. I'll just make it full screen. Click on new and I'll just paste the name here. The account type is bank and the detail type is, I'll select checking account. In US, checking account means bank account. So opening balance, I'll paste this as of 1st of January. Description, just copy and paste it here and save it. Next is United Bank Limited. Just click on new, paste it right here. It goes under bank and the detail type is checking account. Copy and paste the balance here. It's of 1st of January. Description, I'll just copy and paste this ledger name here. And that's pretty much it. Save. Now the next one we have in the list is accrued expenses. Accrued expenses simply means that the expenses that is incurred for a particular month, but it is actually paid in the next month, like electricity bill. Electricity bill, if you have received, it's related to, let's say, January, but it will be paid in next month, like in February. Same goes for some salary expenses, but they are part of January, right? So what we will do is we will make an expense as debit in the month of January, but since nothing is paid yet, we will credit something. So we will credit liability or bills payable. That is called accrued expenses. So when the next month comes, when the actual payment is made, what we will do is we will reduce the liability, debit the bills payable, and then credit the cash, because actually the cash is paid in the next month. If you want to understand more about accrued expenses, I have mentioned it in this document that you can find with the resources section of this video. It says accrued expenses are the expenses that is company has incurred but has not paid or recorded in its account at the end of the accounting period. So all the unpaid liabilities, it gives in all the examples. So you can read through all of the document. It also gives the journal entry examples. So it's very useful for you. Since we know the treatment now, I'll just go to the top and click on new. Copy and paste this name right here. It goes under the other current liabilities. And here, it's your choice if you want to use the prepaid expenses payable. So we have chosen account type as other current liabilities. In the detail type, I'll just choose other current liabilities as well. And the balance is 53,000, that is unpaid balance. As of, I'll just make it 1st of January. In the description, I'll just copy this right here and paste it here. Click save. Now under the capital invested, basically capital invested is net owner's equity, and that is the basic accounting equation, that is asset is equal to capital plus liabilities. So if you want to extract the capital, you just shift the capital on the other side and it will be asset minus liabilities. So this means that we don't need to update this particular balance. We will just extract the trial balance to see how it looks. If you want to extract the reports, I'll just click on reports from here. And just close it. If you want to search any particular reports, we can directly type it here. Otherwise, we have the most common ones marked as favorites and other ones can be seen here. So I'll just go down to this section where it says for my accountant. And since trial balance is very common report as well, I'll just mark this as favorites right here. And after that, you can see this in the favorite section. Just open this up. And here we just have to set the period, that is from 1st of January till, let's say, 31st of January. Run the report. And we have these balances. We need to check it one by one, and we need to make sure everything is good. So 694,730 for cash in hand. This is perfect. I'll just highlight this one as done. Next is Standard Chartered Bank. Standard Chartered Bank is this. Done. Next is United Bank Limited. So United Bank Limited is this. Next is account receivable, which is of 195,000. Accumulated depreciation of machinery, which is 58,000. Motor vehicles accumulated depreciation is 45,000. Building at cost 750,000. Machinery is 290,000. Motor vehicles is 380,000. Accounts payable is 130,000 on the creditor side. 53,000 is for accrued expenses, and under services it says 195,000. And also under miscellaneous expenses it says 130,000. Now these are the other sides. When we put the account receivable, it debits the account receivable, but it credits this particular account right here. And same goes for accounts payable. When we credit the accounts payable, it debits this particular amount. So what we can do is just open this to see how the transaction is booked. So for example, first of all, I want to clear the services. Just open this up, and this is booked against different invoices. So if we open the invoice, we can see that this opening balance against the customer is booked as an invoice. We'll just close both of these infos, and it goes under a product or service, but it should go in the opening balance equity. That is opening balance equity, this ledger right here. So we need to shift the balance. That means this one is credit. I need to debit the services and credit the opening balance equity. Now we can do this from journal entry as well if we like, but otherwise what we can do is just create a new item. We can do that as well. And like this is created as services, I can create it as opening balance equity, let's say, or we can simply change this to from income account to opening balance equity account. Let's try that. Opening balance equity. So if we save and close, add a service name. Okay. Service. Save and close. So basically we are unable to change the name. The other thing which we can do is just simply pass a journal entry. So instead, let's make it simple. I'll just debit the service, credit the other miscellaneous expenses because I want to reduce the balance from there as well. And then I want to shift this to equity. So actually I'll just take the screenshot of this and paste it in Paint so that I can easily take the reference here. And now for the journal entry, you won't find the journal entry directly in the accounting section or expenses section. Rather, what we have to do is just click on the plus sign right here, and you will get all the other details as well in the other columns. So here's the journal entry. As of 1st of January, I'll just write here as adjustment journal, or let's keep this as a number. Now let's take the reference here. Services, I want to reduce the services balance and shift it to opening balance equity, right? So I'll just select services here And instead of credit, I'll just make it debit 195,000. And I'll just write here opening balance adjustment. And on the other side, we have other miscellaneous expenses. So other miscellaneous expenses, just right here. And it is under debit. I'll just make it credit 130,000. And let's make this opening balance equity adjustment. Rest of the balance, we will shift it right here. So 65,000 should be on the credit side. All done. Let's click on save and just close out of here. Just refresh this report, run the report again. And now we can see these balances are now 0 and is shifted on this specific area. Now, if we don't want to show this ledgers which has 0 balance, what we will do is just go in here and just make it non-zero. And now if we run the report, you can see that ledgers are eliminated from here. And now we can see this balance. Now, if we compare this with our report, if we compare this opening balance, equity balance, this one, with this balance, you will notice that there is a change. There is difference. So let's calculate this difference. 4396730 is the balance that we have in the project. I'll just put a minus sign. And on the other hand, we have 4023730. So 4023730 on the other hand. So this is the difference of 373,000. That means we might have missed something as well, since we have highlighted a couple of them. Stock is missing because we haven't updated the individual stock details, and that should automatically update here. So leave that. But accumulated depreciation of buildings is also not there. So first of all, we will update that and then we will compare it again. So in the accounting tab, just go to chart of accounts and let's click new. Accumulated depreciation of buildings. It goes under fixed asset and it is contra asset. So I'll just choose this as buildings. Detail type is buildings. And the balance will be in minus. So minus 80,000. And it's as of 1st of January. Just copy this, paste it in the description as well and save it. Now if we go in the reports and click on trial balance, we have this balance updated right here as well. So I've highlighted this and now let's compare it again. 4396730 minus, what is the balance here? 3943730. 3943730. 453,000 is the difference. And that is exactly of the stock. So that means we have entered all the ledgers along with the balances correctly. And now the next step is we just have to enter the individual inventory items along with the opening balances, and that balance should automatically be updated. So just try this by yourself and I'll see you in the next one.